Alright guys, and welcome back to Souls Lab 2. So today, it is Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. And as we can see, the Halloween Party 2025 has officially begun in Souls Lab 2 and will be going from October 23rd all the way to November 1st. Ending on November 1st itself. Anyway, automatically starting off with this party, as you can clearly see, the outside is completely decorated. And what's really cool is that you may realize there are flashing lights all over the place. On the trees. Even the cherry tree over there. And heck, even the graveyard is lit up too. That's a fun little twist about this party, is that there are lights everywhere going on and off, making everything scary. And yes, as in yearly tradition, for the 11th year in a row, the thunderstorm is back. I mean, you can't have a Halloween party without the thunderstorm. That makes too much sense. Anyway, but again, these lights going on and off is the main part of this party. So you'll be seeing that all across the rooms. So with all of that being said, as you can see over here, the wave pool has actually been transformed into the mob invasion machine, which I first of all want to apologize that this wasn't here the previous year. It's back now. And as you can see, yep, it's back in all of its glory, and all new mobs have been introduced, such as the Fog and plenty others that weren't here last time we saw it in 2023. And also, another returning thing that wasn't here last year, and again I want to apologize for, it's back now, is the Ghost Transformation Machine. Just a little fun fact, these two things were supposed to return in 2024. However, I just couldn't find a spot for them that year, so they were unfortunately left out. But as you can see, I have brought them back now. And that right there is an overview of the entire lab itself. This looks awesome. Anyway, heading on into the lab office. Okay, Mr. Sheep is not here for some reason. But as you can see, we have the lights going on and off all over the place in this party. Like, jeez! There we go. I knew something felt missing in this room. Yeah, the cobwebs. I just realized they weren't in here. Anyway, again, we'll probably find Mr. Sheep somewhere in this party. Anyway, this is how the room looks. It looks super, super awesome. I really do love how this is all decorated here. And, of course, as usual, the lab basement is back in this party. And as you can see, this is going absolutely insane thanks to all these sculk sensors. Or these calibrated sculk sensors. There we go. Oh, and we have a creeper down here. But yeah, no, as you can see, these are all going absolutely insane. Now, of course, we can turn these things on like normal to prevent them from going on and off like crazy. So, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, it's honestly kind of funny just seeing them go on and off like that. So, if I'm being honest, it's all. Anyway, let's get out of here. Next room is the secret Halloween room. Now, this room actually is updated. And hey, there's Mr. Sheep. See, I knew we'd find him somewhere. Nice. Super nice. Anyway, yes, this room actually is updated for this party. Keeping the flickering light concept intact, which is super cool. So yes, it can go from light to dark in here, which is super cool for a room like this. I remember when it was black and white the previous year. That was cool too. Oh yeah, these guys are all over the place. And as you can see, the skyscraper is not open, but it will unlock on October 28th. The reason why it's unlocking on this day specifically is that's because is actually going to be the 10-year anniversary of the skyscraper itself on October 25th itself. And holy frick, that's a lot of creakings on that balcony. Wow. Anyway, the backyard is next. And as you can see, we got more trees that go on and off. Super cool. Yep, the backyard is decorated again. It's very cool. I really do like how this came out. And again, prepare to see these guys literally everywhere. You can thank these trees that are spawning them in. Like, seriously, it's actually crazy how many of these guys are spawned in here. I mean, did you see the skyscraper? Anyway, the next room is actually the classic lab. As you can see, I want to say that this is actually a remake of the first ever Halloween party from 10 years ago. Yep, it's a remake. That's really cool. Obviously, with now the additions of the flashing lights. So, for example, if we headed in here, as you can see, we have the flashing lights, which are super cool. Though I just realized this place looks a little empty without pumpkin. That is much more like it. I definitely think that is definitely much more like it. Anyway, that's basically it for this room. So we're going to actually get out of here and actually go ahead and head into Rose Crystal's classic room. Now, as you can see, it is decorated for this party, which is super cool. Now, the Secret Lab basement is actually open during this party, which is super cool. So yeah, that's why we're heading down there right now. As you can see, it's basically the exact same room as you guys all know. Not really too much for a difference in here, if I'm personally being honest. Not too much for a difference in here. Other than the fact that this is still pretty cool. There we go. I just wanted to make sure I got that correct. But yeah, no, this looks very cool. And that's it down here. Anyway, we can close that and actually get out of here. Straight up. Oh, and dang, they even made their way down here too. Yeah, no, meeting room is decorated. And Snowland is decorated, obviously, as well. Looks very cool in here, if I'm being honest. This honestly looks really cool. And again, all of this is a remake of the first ever Halloween party, with, of course, modern blocks added in, to, of course, show how far time has gotten. And my God, there's a lot of these guys in here. Okay, there's only two, but you get the point. For such a small room, there's a lot. Anyway, that's it for in here. And we got some more of these over here, and over here is updated as well. Oh yeah, those are updated too up there. Anyway, that's basically it for Classic Zolazop 2. So now we're gonna actually head down to the modern one. All right, here we are down here. This definitely looks very interesting. Yeah, no, look at this. This room actually looks very interesting. Anyway, over here, looks like this. Looks super cool. Again, you can see it is heavily downgraded from 2024's party. Because last year was black and white. But this year is back to a more traditional party. Just with the flashing lights. But yeah, no, it's actually really cool in here. Oh, and did I mention in Rose Crystal's room, this is a secondary entrance to make your way down there, but we've already been down there earlier. Just wanted to show that that is a secondary entrance. Why is that there? I don't know, just thought it would be convenient to have two ways to get down there, considering in past Halloween parties, there was always like two ways you can get there. Actually, there was this entrance, and then there was the one up there back in the original party. Anyway, over here, as you can see, this is decorated too. Not too much. It's literally just the lights going on and off. That's literally the only differences in here. But outside of that, I will not lie, it's very, very cool. Anyway, even these got updated too. And even this too. It's very cool. And even the potion lab did too. Got some pumpkins over here. And that's where Blossom Night is. It's seriously cool. And this returns from the 1.20 party. This right here with the whole calibrated sculk sensors. Right here where they power the redstone. That's a return from the, 1.20 party. Oh, and a pumpkin's right here too. But, it's pretty cool. And, TV and game room is updated too. Super cool, if I'm being honest. This is honestly such a cool party. And by the way, just to set the record straight, this party took like 9 hours to make. Library is next. Looks freaking awesome though. I will not lie. And here's the map showcasing the current party. Looks very cool. Anyway, HQ lobby is next. Very cool. Sure, maybe not every single one of these rooms have cobwebs, but that's fine. Not literally every single one needs to have them. Anyway, that's basically it for the HQ lobby, other than the fact that the actual HQ is decorated as well. So do keep that in mind. Yeah. Oh, hey! We got somebody in copper armor. Nice! Oh, nice. A skeleton in copper armor. I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, even the cage got updated. The jail cell. That's super freaking awesome, man. Anyway. Yeah, this is such a cool design, man. Anyway, that's basically it for down here. So we're actually going to move on now. So Snowland is next. Right over here. Oh, there's Blossom and Height. We literally just saw her earlier. And there's Wintergreen. Nice to see that sheep are showing up here. I almost said people. Although it's only me and Rose Crystal here. But no, she's not here right now. She did see the party though earlier. She absolutely loved it. Probably should have toured it before though. Dang it. Anyway, again, this is Snowland. Looks very cool. And yeah, the forts have been transformed to this. It's very cool. So anyway, let's head down here. Got some pumpkins down here. And it's mainly just this. Not too much of a difference. I will put another pumpkin over here. Yeah, that makes more sense. So we can just fill in the room a bit more. There we go. And over here is decorated too. Super cool. And surprisingly enough, even down here, I told you, like, everywhere is decorated in this party. Like, that's unbelievably crazy. Like, the fact that every single one of these rooms are updated. Like, that's crazy, man, that I was able to go to this extent. Oh, and I just realized that we didn't tour the underground party room, so actually, let's head on over there. So what's cool actually about this is that it opens and closes. This is actually a throwback to Operation Dome 2022, where the doors open and close thanks to the calibrated sculk sensors. And I guess this is a throwback to that. As you can see, the dance floor has been transformed to this. And the beacons have been transformed to this. It's meant to match, of course, the creakings right here. Mainly. Anyway. Yep, we got DJ Sheep. And yeah, that's it for the room. Actually, down there is not decorated, or at least not now. And I just realized I didn't decorate that room. God dang it. But this room, the garage though, is decorated. And we got some more pumpkins. It's literally just pumpkins and lights that were updated down here. But yeah, that's fine considering we just used this room in Operation Zola's Lab like a month back. So that's completely fine that it's not decorated to an extent. Anyway. Next up, we have the pool. As you can see, we got some lights in here. Super cool, though. This place is legitimately awesome. And next up, we have the costume shop. Yep, for the third year in a row, it has been transformed into Costume Chic Costume Shop. That being the clothes shop. But as you might actually notice this time around, there are way more costumes compared to all the other years. Like the previous year, there were only like 2 costumes down here. Now, there's a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 costumes down here. Good Lord. Like half of them are new. And then half of them are being reused. In fact, there are costumes from certain parties like 2022, like for example, the Deep Dark costume and the Black and White Pumpkin costume and the Black and White Candy Corn costume that are all making returns from previous parties. This from 2022 and these 2 from 2024. And these 2 are exclusive to this year. We even got my remastered wizard costume from the Creations World, and the originals from 10 years ago. We even got ones for the Drowned Mob, the Stray Mob, the Bogged Mob, the Pillager Mob, the Creaking Mob, and yeah, we got all new costumes for these guys. Oh, and I think even the Husk one, actually wait a second, that wasn't there in previous years. But yeah, no, Costume Chic, holy frick, you did an insane job with all the costumes. This is like the most costumes yet. And we even have a little jack-o'-lantern on the floor to make things better. And the copper lanterns are here. Fun fact, this is the only room in the party where they appear. With that being said, let's move on to the next room. Our next room is the dojos. As you can see, they are lit up. Blossom Knight again. That's the 3rd time we've seen you today. Fire Sheep is here. And as you can see, everything looks really cool. It's just some pumpkins here, so not much. But it's still cool. The Water Dojo does have some lighting updates. Mainly just lighting. So that's basically it. It's literally just a lighting update in here, if I'm being honest. The Water Sheep's here. Oh, and Snow Sheep is as well. Super cool. You know, we should really do something with these guys again in the future. Maybe after this party. That would actually be really cool. Anyway, yep, the lights are going on and off like crazy in here. Oh, and hey, let's go get 33. Nice. Anyway, the balcony is the last main lab room before we go off to another area. So as you can see, we not only have Blossom, Sheepy, and Lapis Sheep, but we also have decorations up here as well. This is actually a little tribute to the Scarecrow that we actually had last year, in last year's party. Yeah, except the blocks are slightly different, so, yeah. They're actually the pillow wood this time to kind of match the theme. But this is mostly a tribute to that Scarecrow from the skyscraper the previous year. Anyway, that's basically all the balcony really is, honestly, if I'm being honest. But, yep, that's it for all the lab rooms. So, let's head down to the special labs. To head down to the special labs, we're going to need to head down this pipe right here. There we go. And as you can see, it's all lit up down here too. Look how awesome this is. Super cool, man. It's all lit up down here too. Super cool, man. It's like I literally decorated everywhere. That's actually really awesome. Anyway, heading down here to Special Evil Leader's base, because I mean, I'm already kind of next to it anyway. As you can see, yep, it's all lit up down here too. We even got some mobs down here to make it even more scary. And yes, the bars were updated too to also feature pumpkins. And the iron bars too. Anyway, that's basically it down here. Let's move on to the rest of the special lab. Anyway, heading on over here, we can see we have more lights. Super cool. And yeah. Anyway, up here, flower shop also features some lights. Super cool. Anyway, continuing on. Down here is also updated with even more pumpkins. Super cool. Anyway, in here is also updated for the lighting. For some reason, it's not going on and off, although that's because this is connected to redstone, so actually that's why. Anyway. Over here. Oh, there's Blossom. Wait a minute, there's 2 of them? Okay, I'll have to actually go get rid of that one. Actually, because there was a Blossom on the balcony. Yeah, there was a Blossom on the balcony. So get out of here! Yeah, because we already saw Blossom on the balcony earlier. Anyway, this is the special library. Looks super sweet. Anyway, next up is Special Snowland. Looks super cool. Looks very nice in here. Yeah, no, seriously, man. This actually looks really awesome. And next up is the HQ. Not much in here, other than the fact that this does look really cool. Let's go on in here. And here's the HQ. All decked out. Oh, there's a special HQ secretary. Good to know. But, yeah. Look at that, man. It's all decked out down here. And that is actually it for the special lab. And actually, our next room is up this tube, actually. So, let's go ahead and make our way over here. Whoa, 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 whoa! That's where you went, HQ secretary. No wonder we didn't see you in the HQ earlier. And here's the classic HQ. All decorated. We even got a skeleton, because why not? Anyway, look how cool down here. Look. Oh, never mind. There was even a creeper, too. These lights, they're insane. Anyway. Yeah. Whoa, we got like a lot of mobs down here. Wow. Anyway, again, here's the classic HQ. It definitely looks super cool in my opinion. And with all that said, let's officially move on to the next set of rooms. And yeah, we're actually going to get through a lot of these rather quick now. Now that we're done with the main lab room. Oh wait, we were already done with that with the balcony. Now that we're done with that and the special labs, let's go to another place. Oh, and for some reason I decided to put lights down here too for some reason. Good to see you, HQ Secretary. Right, next up is the UFO, but I realized I didn't put an orange beacon here. That is much more like it. First of all, I decorated the classic UFO, which mainly looks like this, and this over here as well. And lastly, this over here as well. As for the modern UFO, yeah, I put a little more attention into this one. You can tell because the lights are up here too. But it's still pretty cool. I even decorated up here. It's actually really awesome. Anyway, yep, up here is decorated too. It's pretty cool. It's nice actually seeing it in a different lighting for once. That isn't just the traditional bright lights that we keep seeing. Trying to actually make things different for once and not just rehash a bunch of rooms like I used to do in previous years. So I'm not gonna lie, that actually got really old. Oh, and while we're still up in the sky, I realized I didn't actually show you guys the Sky Dojo. So yeah, let me do that while we're still here in the sky. Anyway, here is the Sky Dojo. You can thank CoolGet30 free, actually, for taking the time to implement all of the pumpkins into this room. So again, thank you to him for implementing all these pumpkins. That was very cool of him. So, yeah. That's better. Oh, but I implemented all the redstone torches. I did that myself. Anyway, good to see you again, Sky Sheep. We should really do something with these guys again at some point. Wait, hold on. We're not done with sky-related rooms yet. We got one more. Holy frick! That's a lot of them. Anyway, the rainbow cloud is also decorated for this party, as we can clearly notice. It's mainly just pumpkins and lights, like a lot of the other rooms were already. So if I'm being honest, there's not much of a reason to be up here, mainly because these guys have already taken it over. So here's something a little interesting. This is actually updated, the little iron bar things. And that also means the cruise ship has as well. Yep, it's all decorated in here. Hooray! That's actually really cool, right? Yep, all decorated in here. Super awesome and used all the lights from before that we keep seeing all across the lab. Super awesome how that works. Yep, that even includes in here as well. It's legitimately awesome how a lot of this works. So, yeah, overall, this definitely looks like some very nice rooms. I know I'm going through them rather quick, but that's because there isn't much in them. That can explain why I'm going through these rather quickly. And not to mention it's almost nearly midnight too, so that's also another reason. Anyway, up here mainly just features redstone torches and some pumpkins over here. Obviously, it's raining because of the thunderstorm, but that's every year. Anyway, oh, we even have some holes in here because of the thunderstorm. I see. Well, that actually I shouldn't be surprised of. Anyway, that's basically it for the cruise ship. Literally nothing else besides that. So, in all honesty, we can actually just get out of here. Oh, and this next one, Coolget33 actually designed the slime, so you can thank him for that one. Anyway, our next actual location is, well, the police station / prison. Super cool, right? Pumpkins on the outside. And no way in. Alright, I found a way in. God dang it. Yep, take a look at this. We have Officer Sheep. That was created by Coolget33. So, yeah, as you can see, though, it's basically all pumpkins in here. Super cool. That's literally it for in here. Well, except for the police station, which has been transformed, by the way. All of the iron bars have been turned into orange. So do keep that in mind as we go through here. Anyway, yep, all of these are orange for this party. Super nice, actually. And, yeah. So, that's basically it. I think Coolget33 actually, placed all the pumpkins in here. Whereas I did all the lights and iron bars, so actually, good for him, man. This looks great. So next we have Master Evil Wanker's base. As you can see, the iron bars have been updated here, and you may actually realize all of the banners in here have been updated as well. Coolget33 placed a majority of the pumpkins in here, so that's pretty cool. And we finally have an actual item. The creaking Master Evil Wanker's banner. That can explain what's all across this room. But overall, though, it's a very nice looking room. If I'm being honest, it's all nice and dark in here. Truly capturing the Halloween theme, which is awesome. Oh, and just to clarify, this isn't going to be the only item we find today. In here isn't decorated, though. Should have probably put some pumpkins in, let's be honest. Is much more like it. Anyway, yeah, no, that's basically it in here. So next up is the neighborhood, featuring this house, my house, and Rose Crystal's house. Now, first, let's go in here, because there are some pumpkins in here. Super cool. Very nice, indeed. Anyway, we actually have these trees that have lights on them. And you're going to be seeing them all over the place. No wonder these guys keep spawning. Which actually is the reason why they keep spawning. We'll get over there later. But first, let's check out my house. And this actually shouldn't even take long, so let's get in here. As you can see, this place is all decked out for Halloween. Super cool. Anyway, let's go up here. It's mainly just all pumpkins and redstone torches, let's be fair. So, yeah, there's not much to actually see in here. Other than the fact that there's just pumpkins and redstone torches. Oh, and in here too. Yep, do not forget about that. But other than that, that's it for my house. Now we're actually gonna keep going along this path. Because you might realize the trees were actually updated to have proper lighting for this party. You might actually notice that. And it actually applies all across the neighborhood. Look at that, man. The trees light up everywhere. That's seriously awesome. Yeah, that's right. The trees light up everywhere. And see, more creakings are spawning. Proving that it's truly scary out here. Which is the main goal here, obviously. Yeah, no. This is actually really cool. It did take a bit of time to get this to work. But you know what? It was worth pulling this off. This honestly looks freaking amazing. We even have Rose Crystal's house over here, which mainly just has pumpkins in it and nothing more. That's basically it. Let's be honest. However, you might actually notice something. There is an entirely new path that was never here before. And that's because after the events of the last episode, one of my subscribers, James Bear 30, actually decided to come online and make a house of his own. So, yeah, and then he eventually decorated it for Halloween himself. So, yeah, good for him. And he also made a little garden over here, which is James' garden. That's pretty cool. You remember the one that made that library in the Creations world? We're talking about the same person. Anyway, just thought I'd show this off because there are some Halloween decorations. Oh, and the house inside too is also decorated. Super cool. It doesn't feature much, but it is cool. Oh, and this is also a permanent addition after the party, by the way. It wasn't created for this party. No, it was actually created because he just felt like having a house here. But it was also convenient timing, considering this party was coming. Anyway, that's it for the neighborhood. So, we're gonna move on to the Thames shop, which actually shouldn't take long to tour. This is because it mainly just consists of pumpkins. And by heading on inside, yep, that's literally what it looks like on the inside. It's literally nothing more besides that, which means my base is next. Now, I can certainly tell that this was actually decorated by CoolGuy33 because I can notice the cobwebs and redstone torches alongside this tree. Anyway, actually, I think a majority of this was actually done by CoolGuy33. So, yeah, the only things I think I did were the lights and the doors that go opening and closing. I decided to make that same thing apply here because I thought it was cool. But I think I did the lights and doors, and then he implemented all the pumpkins. That is a very cool thing. So, yep, this place is decorated, which is actually really cool. Anyway, it's about time we finally have this place decorated after all this time. Evil Chief Leader's base is also decorated. So, let's go on in here and see what the heck he decided to put in here. Oh. Okay, so it's mainly just pumpkins and slime and lights, for the most part. That's basically what it looks like. Oh, this looks cool. Ah, yeah, I guess Evil Chief Leader decided to decorate in here. Good for him. For actually deciding to decorate in here. Super cool, man. That's super cool. Like, that is legitimately awesome. Anyway, let's see what the heck he did up here. Whoa, dude, that's cool. Yeah, no, he decked out this whole place. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's see what the heck he did across the remainder of the base. That would actually be pretty cool. Yep, he definitely decorated more down here. Pretty cool. Oh, and even down here got updated too. Nice. Everywhere is updated. Dude, that's so cool, man. So cool. Dang, man. Everywhere is updated. Well, that's it for that. And Pro's house is next. This shouldn't take long considering it's mainly just pumpkins and cobwebs and of course the lights. Yep, it's not much in here. So we won't actually be here long. But still pretty cool design. And we can even head upstairs too. Yep, it's just lights. Let's be honest. Yeah, this room isn't too much, so if I'm being honest with all of you, we're actually just gonna get out of here now. Starbucks is next. And as you can see, we have 2 more items. The creaking Starbucks banner and the creaking Starbucks shutter. As you can see, there are decorations on the building with some pumpkins as well, but you can also see them over here. Super cool, if you ask me. Anyway, overall though, if we head on to the inside of the building, yep, it's just dark in here with Husk in here. Pretty cool. Oh, okay, I forgot these items were in here, if I'm being honest. Okay, I was seeing if there were any other items. Okay, there are diamonds in here. Anyway, that's it for the room, basically. It's literally just it being dark and, like, nothing more beyond that. But honestly, that's fine, considering we don't need to decorate these places to a full-on extent. And finally, but not least, the theme park. This is the final area in the party. As you can see, I decided to make the sheep's eyes red to make it look scary. And as you can see, the main park, as you can see, just has pumpkins around it. But the real main attraction is right here. And yes, this is going to lead into another item. Actually, right now. The creaking pirate flag. So, that is the last free item we can get in the party, outside of the costumes. Super cool, though. Look at all these flags, man. They actually look so awesome. But yeah, overall, that's basically it for this entire park. And actually, I just realized, why is this even here? It's already a free item over there. That was actually before I decided to make it a free item. Anyway. Yep, that's basically it for that. Let's move on over to Roller Coaster Park, which is literally just pumpkins. Yep, it's literally just pumpkins and nothing more. Same also applies with the Western Park. It's literally just pumpkins and like nothing more beyond that. So, yeah. Same also applies with Random Park. It's literally just pumpkins right here, except now there's also these. That's super cool, right? And actually, that's a permanent edition to have the mob sounds. But yep, no, that's a permanent edition. And Galaxy Park. Well, actually, I just realized I didn't decorate anything over here. Okay. That's a bit weird. I thought I did. Water Park I did, though. Anyway, it's also just pumpkins over here as well. So it's not really that much. Other than the fact that it is pretty cool. Medieval Park is the final room. And yeah, you can clearly see there's pumpkins. Although I feel like, yeah, why not put some up here? Because, why not, right? I mean, that would be nice. Just to have some. Anyway, again, this is the final room of this party. So, after this, we are done with the tour. After 40 minutes. Yep, after now exactly 40 minutes, the tour is done. Now, the true question is, can I get this up before midnight? That is going to be the true challenge. With all that being said, that is it for the Halloween Party 2025. We'll come back on October 28th for the Skyscraper on its 10-year anniversary day. And, yeah. But before we do, though, let's turn into a ghost real quick. So all we gotta do is just hop in here. The machine is a little smaller compared to 2023, but as followed, there you have it. We are a ghost. Super cool. Super cool. So yes, this functionality is back in this party. After not having it in 2024, I do apologize. But again, that is the end of the Halloween Party 2025. What did you guys think of this? I think it's a very cool way to, like, also celebrate 10 years of Halloween parties. Anyway, with all that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.